Welcome everybody to 2023. Hopefully everybody is having or have had a happy new year. We get back into the action tonight with the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 13. Now round number 2 here for the top 16. A little bit of a recap from round number 1. Gary Slapinski winning round 1. However, we are now into round 2 here, and this is the Tricky Triangle of Pocono, presented by MaxspeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, up here on the call for y'all here tonight. 80 laps around this track. Of course, the stage here tonight will be at the completion of a lap 31, white flag at 30, and the checkered at 31. Of course, those stage points definitely important for these drivers, especially the ones that are in the top 16. We'll get to the point standings here in just a little bit, but I already see Tara is out in chat here tonight. We've already got 7 likes out there and 6 people currently watching, so a big shout out to everybody out there in chat. And hoping we don't have a lot of wrecks here tonight, folks, but it is Pocono, and some of these turns, especially that tunnel turn, turn number 2, can be a little on the tricky side. That is why they call it the Tricky Triangle. But I've got the pre-race analytics pulled up here for everybody to take a look at. Air temp of 76, the track temp of 109, so it has gone up here. And it looks like it is going to continue to go up, probably not going to go down anytime soon. So I think these drivers are probably going to have to deal with a little bit of a slick track out there tonight. I'm hearing that it is, you know, not tight nor loose, but it does get tighter as the run goes on. And, of course, that aero push when you're behind a driver is horrible. I mean, if you're, I heard it from a driver, if you're right behind them and you're coming out of the corner, that arrow push will it'll just send you right up into the wall. So these guys are going to have to be very, very careful in the draft of one another. Now, 200 miles out here tonight. Tires, 4 total sets of tires. Depending on what happens, they may end up using all the tires here tonight. We'll see, you know, see how many cautions play into it, of course the stage, and see who's burning them up as the race goes on. Now 75% fuel, I've got it at 28 to 32 laps. It is going to be close for the stage. I don't know the exact number. Some drivers may try to split it, other drivers may just keep going and just try to save as much fuel as they can. Well, we'll see what happens. Pit road here is 55 miles an hour with a pace speed of 75. Let's get down here into the point standings coming into this afternoon. It stands as this. Isaiah Sutherland is up at the top spot at 1,058. Brandon Hartwell in second up to 1,057. He's only one behind Isaiah. And, of course, Gary Slapinski with the win at Dover. I've got an asterisk by his name. He does have to race the race tonight and at Sonoma before he is considered locked in into the round of, I think it's the round of 8 or round of 12. Well, the second round. So he's just gotta start tonight, and he's got to start next week, and he'll be good to go. So, but as of right now, 1,056, 2 behind Brandon, and 1. Let's see here. No, 2 behind the leader and 1 behind Brandon. I'll get it right in a minute. Ryan Huntley Jr. up 4 spots into 4th at 1,049, 9 behind the leader and 7 behind Gary. Michael Yalrow up 4 as well in 5th at 1,048, 10 behind the leader and 1 behind Brian. Kyle Heath is down 5 spots into 6th at 1,046, 12 behind the leader and 2 behind Michael. Brad Delp up 4 into 7th at 1,045, 13 behind the leader and 1 behind Kyle. Now, this is where that cutoff line is, I do believe, right there around Jeff Gilmore, Robbie Darnell. So, yeah, I believe it's the top 8. It goes 16, 8, and then 4. So, if it is that, now Jeff Gilmore is still in the top 8 here, sitting in 8th. He is down 3 spots at 1,044. So he's 14 behind the leader and 1 behind Brad. Robbie is just on the outside looking in here. He is down 2 spots in the ninth at 1,042, 16 behind the leader and 2 behind Jeff. Jason Adams, likewise, he is just on the outside looking in. He is down 4 spots into 10th, 1,039, 19 behind the leader and 3 behind Robbie. Jim Coleman'sberger up a spot into 11th at 1,038, 20 behind the leader and 1 behind Jason. He's actually tied with Cameron Smith, who's up 5 spots. So likewise for that 11th, 1,038, and tied with Jimmy also. So 20 behind the leader and 1 behind Jason. Philip Bridgman up a spot into 13th, 1,037, 21 behind the leader and 1 behind Smith and Coleman'sberger. Larry Blair down 2 into 14th at 1,033, 25 behind the leader and 4 behind Philip. David Cassidy's going to stay where he's at in 15th at 1,032, 26 behind the leader and 1 behind Larry. And Chris Paff is going to be down 6 spots into 16th at 1,030, 28 behind the leader and 2 behind David. Now remember, anybody back here in the back, they get a win tonight and they start next week, they are good to go for round number 2. So I would not count out anybody in the top 16, folks. I wouldn't. You know, Jimmy Coleman'sberger, Cameron, Phillip, Larry, David, Chris, Robbie, Jason, Jeff, Brad, anybody can pull out a win here tonight at Pocono. But we are under 2 minutes to go here, folks. We're going to go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying here at Pocono will be underway when we return.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave,
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back, and we are looking at the number 44, Luke, I Am Your Father. Darth Vader, here, Hillsboro machine of Robbie Darnell out on the track here tonight, putting in his qualifying lap here, folks. We got time already rolling in, and it looks like right now, Gary Slapinski just took it from Mark Whitley. That pushed Kyle Heath back to third, Isaiah fourth, Brad Dell fifth, Jeff Gilmore sixth, and right now Robbie in seventh. Chris Paff is out here as well. John Henderson is sitting at the exit of pit road with Matthew Hunsaker on track here in the iRacing 83 machine. 14 of you out there tuning in, and 8 likes out here tonight already, folks. Love what I'm seeing. Please continue to share it. Get it out there. Hit that like button as well if you're new to MaxspeedTV. Hit that subscribe button. And what a lap there by Matthew Hunsaker. That was a 54.381. Good enough for fifth. Oh, Brad Delph is going to go. Hey, nice lap by Brad. That's going to put him up into third. Going to take Matthew back to sixth. We're still seeing where Chris Paff is going to go. That is going to be good enough for eighth. A 54.499 is the time I've got. Looks like a few drivers are done. They get 2 laps. I do see you out there, Tara. Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to everybody else out there tuning in. I think I said that once already, but, you know, it is the new year. Right now, Delph is done. Looks like Matthew is done. Chris Paff is on his second lap. We'll see where he can push it. And with that lap, it's going to be a 54.444. Wow, a bunch of fours in that one there, Chris. And there's the checkered flag. Let's get them on the grid here tonight, folks. But first and foremost, go ahead and get our pole sitter up here, Mr. Gary Slapinski, if I can get him down here real quick. All right, Gary, got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's been a while, but hey, man, congratulations on the win on the first round. We're here at the second round, bud. Now, you gotta, you are in the chase, so you got to start tonight. You got to start next week, but you got to get through tonight first. And talk about real quick Dover and how you got the win there. And man, what do you think about the tricky triangle, bud?
Oh, I'll make it real quick at Dover. I got in trouble early. I was 3 laps down. I fought hard. You know, got my laps back, another one back, and kind of charged up to the front there and got lucky and got myself a win. And tonight, I think you just need to be consistent tonight. Hit your lines. You know, if anything, someone gets alongside of you, you take what you can. All I got to do is come out of here in good shape tonight, and I'm fine because I'm already making the next round. So
yeah,
this is all just coming out here, and hopefully I can spoil somebody else's win or something.
Yeah, spoil somebody else's night. Yeah, for sure. Of course, we got probably you're one of the, and I'm gonna brag on him, and I'm sure you will too. Probably one of the greatest drivers I've ever seen, Mr. Mark Whitley, out here racing with you guys again. So you know that dude, we know he's fast, he's really good, and he's gonna start on the outside of you. So a little bit of intimidated.
Yeah, I like Mark. He's a good driver. I like racing with him, so I'm glad to see him out here tonight. And you know, it should be fun. Oh, and you know what? Happy New Year to you and everybody out there.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you guys. Well, good luck out there, Gary. And, man, let's hope for the best here at the Tricky Triangle, bud.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Yep, you too. All right, well, that is Gary Slapinski up in the pole out here tonight. We've got the grid up here. Speaking of which, Mark Whitley is Going to start on the outside of him in second. Brad Delph in third. Cal Heath in that fourth position. Isaiah Sutherland in fifth. Matthew Hunsaker in sixth. Jeff Gilmore seventh. Chris Paff in eighth. Starting ninth, Robbie Darnell and Brian Huntley Jr. of the non-qualifiers is going to line up in that 10th position. Starting at 11th, Brandon Hartwell. Philip Bridgman in that 12th spot. Byron Bartlett, 13th. Kevin Roy, 14th. Clifton Ashley, 15th. Jim Comensberger in 16th. Larry Blair, 17th. Paul Buscohen in 18th. 19th is going to be Jason Adams with John Henderson in that 20th position. And riding up the rear here tonight, shotgun, is going to be Robert Icewick in that 21st spot in the number 6. It looks like several drivers did not grid. Folks, we got some racing here tonight. And, of course, Tara rooting on path, as always. Won't root for anybody else. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Buckle them up. One more time. We are on that number 78. Fiber optic. I think it's fiber optic construction. I think that's what it is. Barely can see the second name. Coming out of turn number 3. There is no turn 4, as you can see on the wall. What? Turn 4? Nope. Just 3 turns here, and the pace car is off. And there is the green. Hey, folks, we're racing here tonight in Pocono. Making their way out of turn number 1. It looks like everybody is A-okay. A lot of single file going on already, trying to find what line they want to run. Of course, these tires are cold too, so they got to get some heat built up in them. And it does look like maybe some single file action. Watching the 75 and the 23 here. There's the 22 in the mix. Ooh, a little bumping and banging going on back there with the 75 of Jeff Gilmore and the 23 of Brian Huntley Jr. And now, single file, the Memory Design 13 of Kyle Heath moving out and about. Get up there on him. Down there, he is by himself here, folks. Side by side now with the 1 and the 14. Kyle getting around the 77 to go up to P2. We got some action right behind him as well. Find out who that is. I think Robbie was in the mix here. Went back a little bit too far. No, that was the 75 again. That was Jeff Gilmore and company. But Robbie is coming. And that is saying ATVO, well, not ATVO, OBS. Saying that it's Talladega, but it's not. Let me get that off of there. Update that real quick. All right. Right. We are not racing at Talladega. On a minute. Still live. Everything's okay. Everything is still single file. For the most part, everybody is minding their P's and Q's right now. Watch the 14-22 go side by side here. It looks like the 22 is going to pull back behind of the 14. Like I said, I don't know the exact laps for fuel. I know the guys that are behind one another are going to be able to save a little bit more than the ones that are out front, such as, well, this guy right here, Gary Slapinski, who has been out here for now the first 4 laps. How much fuel is he burning off? Now, what he does have going for him is clean air. He doesn't have anybody ahead of him, but he does have that clean air that is going for him, but he's burning off fuel quicker than like Mark Whitley or Kyle Heath, Isaiah, Brad. These guys that are behind drivers that can save a little bit, but yet still keep up and use that draft to their advantage. And now everybody is winding down the laps, trying to get to the stage here. They are only about 5. They just took a lap 6, so 25 more laps. Oh, Alan Martin. Now Heath and Mark Whitley, P2, P3, they're going at it. A little bit of a bump there from the 77, or did the 13 get loose? I don't know, but the 77 is right on his tail, looking to the inside. It looks like it's pretty hard to pass out there as well. We had a driver back here. Let's see, we got some battling going on. Clifton Ashley, that was Philip Bridgman that they just came around. Philip back into 12th, right where he started. Everybody right now just hanging in there. Some drivers are up a couple of spots. Like everybody is okay. Well, it's early, folks. I think what we can go ahead and do. How about we do a little bit of a ride along here? Let's ride along here for a minute or two with Matthew Hunsaker. Kind of give everybody a view of Pocono. We're just exiting turn number 1 here, and you can call it the first back stretch, I guess. I guess there's 2 of them. You got the one out of turn 1, the one out of turn 2, the tunnel turn here. That's what they're going through now. And then, of course, the front stretch out of turn 3. You've got several. Now turn 3, this one is kind of, I wouldn't say it's flat, but it is a little bit flatter than turn 1 and turn 2. It is a little more, I guess, tricky-ish to get, in and out of, especially in traffic. You can definitely get loose out of 3, and these guys are booking it. A little bit spread out though, where between 2/10 of a second or 1/10 of a second, about a second and a half maybe. So you're getting a little bit spread out, not too much, but a little bit. Kyle is starting to put a little bit of pressure now on Gary Slapinski for the lead. I'm going to keep an eye on the front 5. Really, they're right here together, all the way back to Chris F. No, that was Brad Dell, sorry. Now, Chris is coming, so I can't count Chris out. He's coming. He's about 1.3 seconds back behind Brad Dell. So we'll watch these 2 guys as well, see if Chris can get some help from maybe Matthew, Jeff, or Brian Huntley Jr. If these guys get together and catch back up to the field, it definitely could happen. Right now, the front 5 here, all right here together. Gary leading another lap. Now he's got 9 under his belt. A lot of drivers out here. Well, I would say probably 60-40. 60% are looking forward to next week. Probably about 40% not really looking forward to it. Well, I'm going to call it that. It could be even 50-50 for all I know. I would actually have to ask. But Robbie Darnell threw in a dinger for next week for round number 3. Like road course racing. Well, you will definitely like next week. Sonoma. Not a big fan of road courses, but hey, if it's on the schedule, I don't mind calling it. They will throw a stage caution there. They will not drive through it. And I'm watching back here. Believe that was Philip Bridgman. Yeah, that was Philip coming up on Kevin Roy here. We're definitely I'm definitely watching the timing screen here and kind of watching these guys' speeds, and you know, if they all of a sudden just drop, we know something is wrong. Right now, everybody doing their thing. Oh, Brandon Hartwell is a lap down. He is the only driver a lap down. But hey, if he doesn't go another lap down before the stage, he will get his lap back. But 19 drivers out on the track. Hello there, Brendan. How you doing there, buddy? And a happy new year to you too. Oh, it's a going. I don't have any symptoms or anything, but it's a going. Yeah, I tested positive at work. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was back-to-back false positives or what, but yeah, both of them came back positive. But I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I can stay away from everybody. I work in the back, so I don't have to be around anybody. But I'll be going back to work tomorrow. And I'm still watching Gary and Kyle here, by the way, guys. I'm still watching the timing screen. Just also trying to keep an eye on chat here, too. The two moderators out there, Tara and Brandon, they're doing a fantastic job keeping the trolls away. Don't have too many in here, though. I'm starting to see more and more separation between these guys. A lot of them now anywhere between 0.3 of a second now to about a second and a half. You know, 3 seconds, like Robert is about 2.8 seconds, 2.9 seconds behind Jason Adams. So, yeah, I mean, things are starting to heat up when it comes to, I guess, the, you know, tire fall off. And then some drivers could just be trying to save fuel, too, to get to the stage and worry about the next pit stop during the last stint. I believe they will have to pit. If not, it will be close. Right now, 15 of the 31. We are edging ever so closer to the one and only stage the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series here for season 13. Watching Robbie again. Robbie's been in traffic pretty much the whole time. Now he's up with Brian Huntley Jr., Clifton Ashley, Jeff Gilmore coming up through the mix here. And, oh, we got a touchy touch. Oh, yeah. Clifton Ashley and Brian Huntley Jr. went door to door. Good job, both of them hanging on to it. That could have been ugly. Likes, 14 watching. 16 here, folks. Not really seeing a whole lot going on at the present time. Now, it does look like Philip Bridgman is falling back a little bit. Mark Whitley coming down pit road. Oh, what a surprise. So, Mark Whitley coming down pit road kind of tells me a little bit. For one, you don't see Mark Whitley come down pit road unless this guy knows he can't make it. And it looks like it was just a stop and a go for him on fuel. Oh, this kind of tells me something. And Tara, Brendan, I mean, you guys know Mark. You've seen him race before. That kind of tells me these guys can't make it to the stage. And they will have to pit. Unless Mark is playing games with us all. Which he's known to do that, too. Oh, I'm not good at the track. And he goes out and dominates it. And I've seen that before. I don't think Mark would play around. A Harpoon Design Racing 77. Not sure where Roden's at. Sure he's out there hanging about somewhere. Watching Isaiah and Brad here. This is side-by-side battling. This is for third. Interesting to see if anybody else does come down and win. Oh, Isaiah's going to have it at the stripe, but they're going to make their way down into turn number 1 side by side. And is Isaiah going to give it to him? I don't think he gave it to him, but he did. The 14 did get around him. Maybe Isaiah did give it to him. I don't know. I don't know what Isaiah's thinking. Brad Delph, though, is in the top 16, just like Isaiah. No, it's not a long race, but it's a long-ish. You know, 80 laps, 200 miles. So it is a longish race. Not seeing anybody else come down as of yet. We have completed 19 laps. Fixed to be 20. And back here, it looks like Ethan Ashley got around Robbie. Now Brian Huntley Jr. is coming around the 44. Robbie gonna go back to 9th. Well, maybe. Looks like he's peeking there. Oh! Robbie and Brian, boy, they got really close to that wall out of 3. I thought for a second both of them were gonna smack it. They didn't. And everybody keeping it clean, keeping it smooth. Folks, next time by, it will be at Indigo for the stage. Right here, folks, the completion lap of 21 to 22. We are officially at 10 to go here for the stage. And can these guys make it? Oh, 44. And, oh, Robbie and Brian Huntley there. Here comes Robbie screaming to the inside of the 23. Into 1, door to door. Oh, man. Still watching the speeds of these guys, seeing if anybody is going to shoot down pit road. They do. It'll be probably soon. Okay, well, the leaders ain't. And I don't know what Matthew. Here comes Matthew Hunsaker down pit road. Matthew's coming in. And that is, from the looks of it, the only driver this time by committed down pit road. Maybe Matthew didn't have. Oh, and Matthew has to back up. Oh, that's going to cost him a little bit of time, but he's not getting tires. He is just getting that fuel, and he is going to stream off of pit road. Alrighty, folks. Tara, Brendan, all 12 of you out there tuning in. Huge question. These guys that did come in and put fuel only, would you have taken fuel only, or would you have taken tires? Your thoughts. Brian Huntley Jr. coming down pit road. What would you have done? Fuel only or tires as well? Era saying fuel only. All right, what you think, Brandon? And all the rest of the 14 out there tuning in. Now remember, we are at Pocono, so... And Gary, he is just on a rail right now. Nobody has been able to get around him. And Isaiah down pit road. So what is Isaiah gonna do? Fuel only? Or is he gonna take some tires with it? He is gonna take fuel only. I think he may be on something here, Tara. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not very good at iRacing. Me, I would probably take tires as well as fuel. Yeah, it's gonna cost me more time. But you see, I would have the fresher tires than anybody else. And if I come out on the lead lap and not go a lap down, I could possibly run these guys down. Possibly. But the laps are dwindling here for the stage. So, you know, I could have also, if I was, you know, in these guys' situation, I could, you know, I might, you know, shoot myself in the foot for doing it. Listen, Ashley down pit road. Robbie Darnell down pit road. Well, what are these guys going to do? So it's going to be interesting to see if everybody just takes fuel. So Clifton is going to be sliding into his pit box here. So he's choosing fuel. Robbie, he's choosing fuel as well. And it does look like Robert Chiswick is down pit road. He is going to be doing that fuel only as well. All right. And Gary, he does not have enough fuel to make it. He's going to have to come down pit road. Can he get it slowed down enough, though? I think he did. As well as Kyle Heath down pit road. So that did give the lead up to Brad Delph, who has led his first lap here tonight. Kevin Roy is likewise going to come down. Jason Adams down pit road. The KFC 11 of Jim Coleman'sberger down pit road. All right, so what are these guys doing? Probably just fuel. Gary, fuel only. Kyle, fuel only. Kevin, fuel only. He had to back up a little bit. Jason Adams looks like fuel only. Jim, fuel only. And Jim had to back up as well. Golly, a lot of drivers having to back up here. There's the 25 of Brandon Hartwell. He is taking fuel only. Oh, I suspect, yep, here he comes. Brad Delph is coming down pit road here. So Brad Delph is coming down pit road. Chris Paff, Jeff Gilmore, Larry Blair, John Henderson, and Philip Bridgman would be the last drivers to come down. But Jeff Gilmore is coming down as we speak, as well as Brad Delph. Not fuel only for Brad. And fuel only for the 11 as well, I do believe. Fuel only for... No, Jeff! Electing to go for some tires. Right sides are on. Left side's going on. Wow. All right. Well, it might be a little bit too late. But let me see where Gilmore... Just on him. Where did he go? There he is. So, Gilmore did come out on the lead lap. He's back here in 16th. Chris Paff is just coming out of turn 1. Gilmore is coming out of turn 2. So, but Jeff's got the pressure tires. Now Chris Paff up front, out of turn number 2. He has led a lap here tonight. White flag, next time by for the stage. Can Chris make it? Lap number 30, white flag in the air, 1 to go for the stage. DeBoer, how you doing there, buddy? Whoa, it sounds like Chris is either clutching or shutting his engine off and just coasting. Hey, not a bad strategy. And Chris Paff will win stage 1 here tonight. But does he have enough fuel to get all the way around? All right. I think he is having to wait on the pace car here. He is definitely slowing down. All right, well, Chris on the apron here. 73 of, oh no, did Chris run out of fuel? Oh no! Chris is out of fuel. He is having to... Oh no! He's on pit road. But I believe he is out of fuel. Now, I do believe he technically still is the stage winner. We'll get him down here and have a talk with him, but we're going to wait till he gets in his pit box here. Can he make it? Oh, can he make it? Very, very gutsy call by the 22. And he made it. He made it to his pit box. I do believe. Wow, gutsy call by Chris. Let's go ahead and get him down here, folks. Now, he's not taking... Okay, there he goes. Now he took some tires. Let's go ahead and get him down here. Chris, gutsy call there, bud. You had to coast down pit road.
Yeah, who you telling, man? That's I don't usually ever play strategy, but I figured I needed to go for something since, you know, Dover didn't go so well.
Yeah, well, man, awesome job on that one. That was a gutsy move. You managed to get down pit road, though. You are back on the lead, or you're on the lead lap still. So, you know, you did lose the top spot, but now we've got the last stint. Now we've got the what's going to matter here, bud. You guys cannot make it to the end. We know that. Now what do you have to do?
Man, it's really hard to say. It really depends on how the race kind of plays out. If it goes green, that's going to be interesting because we're all definitely going to have to make that stop. Make sure no mistakes get made, but if it starts turning into caution, wreck fest, that's a whole nother can of worms, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, Happy New Year, bud. Gutsy call there, and, yeah, you guys make me nervous. I swear.
Hey, Happy New Year to you, and we make ourselves nervous. Josh, don't you worry.
Well, congratulations on the stage win, man. Stage points coming your way, bud. And right now, stage points definitely are going to be, you know, every point, matters at this point, especially with Sonoma coming up next week, too. But get through tonight. We'll worry about Sonoma next week, bud. Good luck out there.
Yeah, man, I'll worry about all those right turns and left turns. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, well, that was Chris Paff, our stage winner. Terry, I cannot believe he did that. But hey, you know, like he said, you gotta do something. You know, yeah, he usually don't make gutsy moves like that. But hey, move you gotta make, and it panned out. So awesome job. Looks like Jeff Gilmore up at the top spot here. He will be getting us going with Gary Slapinski. I don't know what line Jeff's going to take, the inside or outside line. However, Gary's going to be second, Kyle Heath third, Mark Whitley fourth, Brad Dell fifth, Isaiah Sutherland in sixth, Philip Bridgman seventh, Kevin Roy in eighth, Jason Adams ninth, and Clinton Ashley is going to round out our top 10 here. And those pace car lights are off, and we are going to be going back green here, folks. And yes, we do have a crank it up cam here for Pocono, or Pinocchio, as I like to call it. Yeah, that took a lot of guts. I don't know if I would have done that. But then again, I'm not Chris, so, you know. Coming to lap 35 here, folks. About 46 laps, roughly. 41 laps? Oh, 46 laps. Yeah, that was right. Trying to do math in my head. Well, Tara with Sonoma next week, you know, that track is going to be make it and break it for a lot of drivers. You know, you're either going to do very good and get in by points, or maybe with a win, or it's going to go downhill, you know, and you're not going to make it in, you know. So, you know, throwing a road course for the final race of round 2, it's insane, but it's awesome at the same time. And the pace car is off and away, and Jeff Gilmore is on the loud pedal with a shove from Mark Whitley into the 78 of Gary Slapinski. Everybody trying to shoot to the outside, and Gary back up front. I'm going to give it a lap or two here before we crank it up. While everybody is bunched up together, that's where it gets nerve-wracking. Got passing going on, or battles going on up front. Can't technically say passing because they have not passed each other yet. But Mark Whitley, Gary Slapinski, lapping it around up here for the lead. And out of turn number 3, it is going to be close, but Gary going to have that lap. That's going to be 27 now under his bucket. But Mark Whitley up front now. He got a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a shove, but a little bit of a, you know, help from the 75 of Jeff Gilmore, who helped the 77 get around the 78. Well, alrighty, folks. You know what time it is here on MaxspeedTV. Let's crank it up! Okay, so I don't have a crank it up. We'll go cockpit. righty, folks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. I thought I had one, but I guess I didn't, so I just went cockpit. But, hey, went on several drivers. We are officially halfway there, and some of these guys are living on a prayer out here. For sure. No one driver that's definitely living on a prayer, and that is the guy who won the stage here. Still don't know how he did it, but during the Crank It Up there, Mark Whitley still up front with Gary there in P2, Isaiah P3, Kyle P4, Brad P5, Jeff Gilmore P6, Jason Adams P7, Brian Huntley Jr. P8, Robbie Darnell P9, and P10 is going to be Philip Bridgman with the 25 right there. But Brandon Hartwell is a lap down. First driver a lap down, actually. You know what this guy is looking for is a caution out there to get his lap back. That's really, you know, right now, I mean, we've been green, folks, other than the stage caution. That's it. So it looks like, for the most part, may just stay green. Now that I say that, you know what usually happens. Awesome racing. Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, Season 13, round number 2, top 16 here at Pocono, presented by MaxspeedTV. You are just tuning in here tonight, and this is the way the point standings look coming into this afternoon. Now, I know it says locked in the next round with a win, but they do have to start the other races in that round to be eligible for that. So technically it's not wrong, but right either. So like Gary winning at Dover, of course he started tonight. Got to start next week at Sonoma, and he'll be good to go. This is how it stacks up coming into tonight, folks. I don't know who is going to pull out the win here this evening. I mean, we've had several different leaders. We had a crazy stage winner and his amazing strategy that he pulled off. Yeah, I can talk about that all night long, Chris. Golly. I mean, I've seen it before from drivers that you know, I think would do it. I didn't expect Chris to do that. I really didn't. I don't think you did either, Tara. Lot of battling up front. Side by side, Isaiah Sutherland with Gary Slapinski, Kyle Heath, and Brad Delph. All right, you can throw a blanket over these four. You know, the more they race it up here, though, the further that guy is going to get. And he's got clean air, and them guys racing it up behind him. Then you got some drivers back here that's doing a little bit of battling of their own. Brian Huntley Jr., Robbie Darnell, Jason Adams, Clifton Ashley, Philip Bridgman even coming up on them. So you got some battling. Chris Papp doing a little bit of battling of his own back here. Jim Coleman'sberger in that KFC Kentucky Fried Chicken number 11. We had KFC just a few days ago, actually. Yesterday, I believe it was. Or the day before. Oh, golly. Here we go. We're going to have some 3-wide action right here. Oh, man, if we did. Oh, golly. All right, I'm going to stay up here because we may see some 3-wide here at Pocono here before too long. We have not had that yet. What I have seen. Oh, Heath back up into second. Isaiah third. Mark Whitley not in the chase. He is what I like to call an upset driver. A driver who's coming out here playing upset, taking the win or taking points away from those chase drivers. Love to see it. I am not seeing several drivers out here that not seeing. Yeah, Cameron Smith, David Cassidy, Michael Yarrow. Not seeing several drivers. Right, well, let's get back here to Clifton and Jason Adams here. Might as well throw the 25 of Brandon Hartwell in the mix, even though, like I said, he's a lap down. He is right behind these two. Right, Robbie Darnell in the 44. I'm going back up here to Robbie real quick because he is on the tail of Brian Huntley Jr., and that is for position. That would be for P6. I'm going to go ahead real quick, folks, and take a look and show y'all why I did that Luke, I am your father routine. Is because there it is right there. He's got Darth Vader right behind his number, and of course the Hillsboro Feed Company Incorporated, and then he's got Vader on the where the name would go, where his name would go. So yeah, that'd be interesting. But he is on the tail of the 23. He's got company, too. He's got the 10 of Clifton Ashley right behind him. Back up. Not really worried about Mark right now, but Kyle is in the draft of the 77, and you could definitely pick up draft here at Pocono, and Kyle is eating up that 77 right now, staying in the draft, in that slipstream, as it was known on some console games. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're setting at about 30 to go here tonight. So big shout out to everybody out there tuning in, all 14 of you. 11 likes out there here tonight. You guys crushed the 10 like mark. Can we get that like number up there? I mean, you guys crushed the 10. Can we get 15, 20 likes out here tonight? Share it. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn. Whatever you got, get it out there. Let's get some people out here tuning in. Awesome racing again by these guys. Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. I mean, they're putting on a clinic and a show out here tonight. Yeah, they are kind of spread out, but guess what? You know, there's still some passing and some battling going on, and we got one right up here. I think Mark Whitley just let Kyle Heath go around him there. Maybe Mark, you know, just saying, okay, well, I've led my laps. I'm gonna go ahead and let Kyle lead his laps. But Mark has really, he doesn't have nothing to lose. He's not in the chase. He's not full time. He's not in the chase. So, you know, he's just out here, you know, whoever he can help, he's going to help. If he has a shot at winning it, he's going to win it. So, Mark's doing Mark things in that Angry Duck 77 Harpoon design machine. Kyle Heath, guess what? He's going to lead his first laps here tonight. He is going to take a lap 53 here and grab his first lap leg. Folks, 9:03 Eastern, 8:03 Central. Of course, I am in Central Time. Kyle, Mark, Gary, Isaiah, Brad, Brian, Clifton, Robbie, Jason, and Kevin Roy. That is rounding out the top 10 here, folks. Larry Blair has taken his car behind the wall here tonight. The only driver lead the field here. Now, I did not touch on this, but I'm going to right now. They do get one fast repair. That's all they get. And nobody's used it. So, everybody has a fast repair. Everybody. Hey, we've been clean, folks. Only caution, stage caution. That's it. I don't expect, if we get a caution, maybe one or two, and at this point with these guys, I really don't expect a caution. I really don't. Unless somebody gets goofy, and try, oh, I say that, and out of turn number 3, Robbie Darnell pops the wall. Now, he does stay straight. Let's go ahead and take a look at the damage on that machine, if there is any. I'm sure there is. Yeah, we can see a little bit on that right front. It's not too bad, but it is definitely there. You see the little crinkle and a little bit of paint scuffed off. Oh, man. Get off the wall there, Robbie. He's got company with Chris Paff here in the Bane 22. If Chris can get around him on the front stretch here, making our way down into turn 1 here momentarily. Tara, around 57 or so. Well, let's see here. How long have they been out here? Been out here at about 23 laps. So we already had a driver come in. Jeff Gilmore's already in. He is down pit road now. It does look like Robert Chiswick is just coming off. So we've already got a couple coming down. So you're pretty much right there, Tara. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. So yeah, I mean, we've already had a couple come down. We are on lap 57, so a couple of them came down 56. And they will be good to go to the end. It does look like Matthew Hunsaker, Philip Bridgman is down, so I was actually fixing to say that they're going to come around on lap maybe 60, 65. So, you know, I kind of overshot what you said. But, hey, we may see the leaders come down around 60, 65. They know they can't make it. So, you're not going to be able to save, what, 7, 8 laps? Ain't no way. No way. Now, got another question. Pretty much the same question. Oh, here comes Chris. And this goes for Chris, too, coming down this time. Do you just take fuel and not worry about tires, or do you take both? I mean, drivers coming down early like this, I would just do both. In my opinion. That's what and it looks like Chris is going to do that. He is going to take tires, and he is going to take fuel, of course. And he's going to take a full set all the way around. Jim Colmansperger is going to do the same daggum thing. He's going to take fuel and tires. So, yeah, I think you have to take tires. You have to. And it does look like those that did pit did take tires. Yeah, I agree. You have to take both at this point. I mean, you're coming down to the wire. You're coming down to 20 to go here. Here in about 2 laps. We're going to take lap 60, and then when they hit 61, it's going to be 20 to go. So, yeah, you have got to take both. You have no choice. I mean, if you don't take tires, and then everybody else takes tires, you're setting yourself up for a disaster. And Kyle Heath, he is not coming down. So our leader not coming down. It looks like our leaders, all the way back to the top 5 of Brad Delph, is not coming down. Ryan Huntley Jr. Here comes Clifton, Kevin, Jason, Robbie. They are all down pit road. Of course, Chris has already made his pit stop. Everybody else on back has made their pit stop except for John Henderson, who is, well, he is a lap down, but he has not made it. Getting back up here to Kyle Heath here real quick. So I'm wondering when if Kyle comes down, Gary and company is going to follow. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Well, Kyle's coming down. Gary's coming down. Whoa, Gary's got a lock. Oh, Isaiah did not come down. Wow. Now, Brad Delph did come down. Mark Whitley is down. Brian Huntley Jr. is down. Oh, Isaiah did not come down with those guys. Wow, he's the only driver that has yet to come down, and we're setting at 20 to go here, folks. I don't know what Isaiah is thinking. I really don't. Strategy call. Banking on a caution, maybe. I have no idea. I really don't. He is coming down this time, though. Yeah, I didn't figure he would stay out. Well, 32 seconds behind him is going to be Kyle Heath in P2. Kyle, I believe, is going to be able to get around him. Kyle is going to be coming out of turn 2. Isaiah is just now hitting his pit box. Right side's going on. Kyle Heath coming out of turn 3 on the front stretch. Left side's going on for Isaiah. He is going to be burning it off there, but here comes Kyle. Now, here's the thing. Isaiah will lose some spots, but he's back on track. He does not have to go all the way around, folks. That blue cone right there, he's back on track. Not up to full speed yet. First path is coming. Will I see maybe some blocking going on from Isaiah just to keep going and get up to speed? Ah, man, I don't see Isaiah to block anybody except for the last lap. 19 to go here, folks. Kyle Heath up front in the Memory Designs 13. Alrighty, folks. Well, I'm not sponsored by Kyle Heath or his wife, Memory Designs. But if you guys are looking for, tumblers and stuff like that, MemoryDesigns.com, I believe it is. Check the website out. Go buy some tumblers, stuff like that. I don't know what all she does, but I'm sure she could make whatever. But big shout out for Kyle running the Memory Designs. That's what he runs, and that is his wife's company. So I am not sponsored to say that. I just, want to throw that out there. Kyle Heath, 10 laps under his belt. And we have got 17 to go. Alrighty, folks. How was the sound out here tonight? Was it okay? Was it just right? Do I need to make some adjustments? Tara, Brendan, all 15 of you out there, chime in. Do I need to, turn up iRacing a little bit and turn myself down, or was it perfect? Could you hear the cars okay? Could you hear me okay? It is, a while, Christmas, New Year's, Everything, Tara saying everything is okay. All right. Watching Gary here. He's got some company. Mark Whitley right behind him. Literally right behind him. All right, let me see here what I can pull up here. Got to go over to Sim Racer Hub here, folks. Give me just a second. Kyle Heath's first win here. Wasn't Michigan back on November 13th when he got his first win. And his only win so far. Now, we are talking about the 13 of Kyle Heath. He is definitely due for another one. Can he pull it off tonight? Well, 14 more laps for Kyle. Go ahead and check through the field here. See what's going on with everybody else. Jason Adams, Jeff Gilmore, Robbie Darnell right here together. Right up ahead of them, you've got Kevin Roy, Matthew Hunsaker, Right up ahead of Matthew is Brad Delph. Looks like some battling going on back here with Adams, Robbie, and Gilmore. Gilmore just got 8 up there. Gonna fall back to 11. Ryan Huntley Jr., Jim Coleman'sberger, Clifton Ashley, Philip Bridgman, Robert Chiswick. Robert is the last driver on the lead lap. He is just making his way down into 1 and coming out of 2 here momentarily. Our leaders down into 1, coming out of 1 here momentarily. They are coming up on a Robert here pretty quickly. Brandon Hartwell desperately needs a caution. He is only 1 lap down. Now, Brandon Hartwell is sitting in 2nd right now in the point standings, 1,057, 1 point behind Isaiah. Not the race, though, Brandon Hartwell wanted here tonight. There is still a chance that Brandon can get back on the lead lap if we have a late race caution. You know, we got 13 to go. So, well, 12 to go now as it updates. So definitely anything can happen. See here, Mark kind of backed off a little bit. About 3/10 now behind Gary. All right, we got several battles going on. Brad Delph coming around the 22 of Chris Paff. P5. Go back here to Robbie, Jason, Matthew. And you might throw Brian Huntley Jr. in the mix here, too, because he's right there. You can throw a blanket over these 4. Oh, 24, 44, 23. Ooh, man. I'm going to stay with these guys for a minute. I think if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen probably right here. I'm just assuming, but if anything happens, might happen here with the 24, 83, and 23. Of course, Robbie Darnell in the 44 right up ahead of them. I'm sure Robbie's thinking, if anything happens, happen behind me. Don't happen in front of me. Like Jim Coleman'sberger and Clifton Ashley going back at it back here for 13th. We have got 10 to go here, folks. 10 to go here tonight. Now Kyle has got company. Harry Slapinski. Mark Whitley, throw a blanket over these 3. Gary has already got a win, round number 1. Mark, of course, like I said, not in the chase. He's playing an upset driver. Man, these 2, Gary Slapinski and Kyle Heath. That is a battle for the lead with 9 to go. And down in turn 2, the tunnel turn. A crossover move is the 13. Yeah, 13. Crossover. Let the 78 get around him, but there's the 13 to the inside. And side by side out of 3. Who's going to lead this lap? Ooh, 13 got loose there. And 78. Gonna have it. That's gonna be 28 under his belt. Kyle, 18 under his belt. Down into 1. And these two, I think Mark's just gonna let these two go out. I don't know. Mark is staying up there with them. Out of one, Gary has it. What's Kyle gonna do? And is the 77 gonna go with the 13 or go with the 78? Out of the tunnel turn. Oh, 77 gets loose. And down into 3. 13's gonna try it again. Can he get down there? Is it gonna be enough? Ah, that outside line is where you want to be. Oh, man. 7 to go. These 3 up here are making me nervous. I don't know about y'all, but they're making me nervous. 13. Oh, 13 almost got into the 78. Had to slow down. 77 is now on the tail of the 13. 78 pulls way down. Snake move. And then right back up. Trying to break the draft from Kyle Heath and Mark Whitley. Gary, he's too close. I don't think that's going to work. Under 8, I think it's about 7 to 8 tenths of a second. If you're within that, definitely pick up the draft. 6 to go. They're going to blow out my voice here tonight. All right. Oh, check through the field here, though. Everybody else kind of spread out a little bit. Not a whole lot going on, anywhere between a half a second to 5 seconds. So, yeah, the top 3 right now, folks, is our battle for the win, a lock-in, or an upset. Gary already has a win. Kyle is going for a win and potential lock-in. Mark is going for an upset. He is wanting to take everything from these guys. I think right now Mark would be pretty comfortable with P3, but I don't know what Mark is. Oh, Mark just popped the wall. Ouchies. Well, that Angry Duck Harpoon Design 77 lost a little momentum there. So now, well, he's still in the draft of Kyle. So, man. Can Gary go back to back? Four laps to go, folks. 4 to go. Gonna stay up here with Gary and Kyle. I am watching the timing screen for everybody else, trust me. Seeing if there's any battles going on back here, but I don't see any. But right now, I'm more concerned with our top 2 here, Gary Slapinski and Kyle Heath. Because these two guys, like I said, Gary's already got a win. Kyle is looking for one in this round here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get around the 78, though. Unless Gary makes a mistake or Kyle has something up his sleeve here. 3 to go. Next time by will be 2 to go. 77 is backed off. He wants no part of it. He's like, I'm just going to let these two guys go at it. Of course, 77 did hit the wall there, too, so damage could be a possibility on the 77. And here we go, 13 looking to the inside of the 78. Oh, man, this is turn 3 and just not able to do it. Gary, 2 to go. Gary Slapinski, regardless of what happens, he will come out with the most laps led here tonight, sitting at 34 right now. Kyle is trying his best to get around the 78. I really don't know what Kyle can do, but maybe hope the 78 makes a mistake. And he does get pretty low there, but here we go. Crossing the stripe. Guess what, folks? It is going to be 1 to go here tonight. Oh, Kyle, he wanted to go to the outside line. Man, oh man. 78 is not going to give it to him. He is going to make that 13 fight for it. And if the 78 keeps wobbling back and forth like that, it could be a mistake. Oh, out of 2, we're going to go side by side. Yes, we are side by side for the lead. 13 on the inside. Side by side, 78. Here we go, folks. In 3, out of turn number 3, door to door. Who's got it? Gary or Kyle? He is going to win it here tonight. Oh my gosh, what a race. What a race. What a finish. Wow. Oh, that was amazing. Let's get a MaxspeedTV replay on this. We're going to go ahead and change the camera angle as well. Go to a chase view, but we're going to back it off. I want to go this way. Right here, out of turn 3, of course, there. About a... Oh, man. Right there. There it was. About a half car. I'm going to say about a half a car. That was close. That was close. Wow. Alrighty, folks. Well, hang tight. We're going to get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show as the 78 of Gary Slapinski burns it up here tonight. Back-to-back wins for Gary. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. So we are back here tonight. We have caught up with our top 3 here we're going to go ahead and start with our winner here tonight. Kind of stealing the thunder there from the 13, but hey, Gary, you got to do what you got to do, man. If you're in a position to win it, you're not going to give it to anybody.
No.
And you made that 13.5 for it. I mean, it was door to door, about a half car length there at the stripe. I mean, we had one caution. That was the stage. A fantastic job by everybody out here tonight. The fiber optic construction machine 78 was on rails here tonight. Back-to-back wins too, man. Round 1, round 2 now. You're you're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. These guys, they're awesome out here. They drive really good, and I love driving with these guys. Like when Mark comes out here, Mark puts a hell of a show with us, and I don't know if you saw, we were 3 wide. We were all kinds of fun stuff out there tonight.
Well, I didn't catch the 3 wide. I think I was bouncing around here tonight. So, 3 wide at Pocono is not unusual. You guys can go 3 wide. So, is it safe? Probably not. But you guys managed it. I mean, if somebody doesn't feel comfortable, they're going to back off. So you guys did what you had to do. So awesome job. I mean, it was fantastic. Pocono is usually not, and you know this, is usually not pack racing, which it really wasn't. But there were packs. There were, 3, 4 cars here, 2, 3 cars there.
Yep.
So it was kind of a pack racing, but not like pack racing.
Yeah, there's comers and goers. There really are. Once people get it, their tires like 10 laps in, you see people either are going quicker or they're going back. So you probably saw that on out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, round 2 is over with. Pocono, I call it Pinocchio. It looks like Pinocchio's nose. So, but round 3, man, that is gonna be a make it or break it for a lot of drivers. We go road course racing. I don't know how a lot of these drivers feel about road course racing. We go to Sonoma. Great road course, but very, very tricky road course.
Yeah, you a couple. There's a couple turns there, some S's and stuff where to shift, and there's all kinds of brake issues, and I mean, I learned a lot. Someone came out there and gave me a little lesson, and hopefully I can go out there and put a good show on.
Oh yeah, definitely so. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Sonoma.
No, neither am I.
But I've seen great racing at Sonoma. Man, I've even seen 3 wide at Sonoma. In my 10-year broadcasting. Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah,
probably going down to the Tyler turn, the last turn, turn 11, I think it is 12 or 11, I forget.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, even Watkins Glen, I've seen 3 and 4 wide at Watkins Glen in my 10-year, like I said, of broadcasting. So I think I've seen pretty much everything. But Sonoma's going to be tricky. Like I said, it's going to be make it or break it for a few drivers. But it comes down to that race, man, for a lot of them. So, but you're in per next week. I'm sure you're going to show up next week. I don't think you're going to miss it.
No, I got to start.
So, if you start, you go out there, run a few laps, you can park it, and you'll be locked in for round 2. So, but Gary, awesome job out here tonight on the win, man. Back-to-back wins as well in round number 1, bud. Final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to you for doing this, and you had some health issues, sick and stuff, and came back, and you sound great. Thank you. Everybody out there watching, MaxspeedTV, Fiber Optic Construction, a wonderful sponsor. Thank you. And special shout out to Dave Bush, my buddy. I know he's been sick, but this win's for him. This is for you, Dave Bush. If you're out there listening, this is for you, buddy. Thank you for everything. And for my wife and kids, I love you. Happy New Year, everybody.
All right, and Happy New Year to you too, Gary, bud. We will see you next week at Sonoma, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, that is our winner here tonight. Let's get down here to P2. Kyle Heath, you were right there, buddy. Right there. Oh, man, talk about it. We only had that stage caution, man. The Marie Designs. 13, you were quick. You were fast, but just not fast enough to get around the 78 there at the end, man. Talk about the whole racing out there tonight, buddy. We got to hear from you.
It was fun. I mean, started up front, finished up front. I was at the end of that first stage. I was trying to save enough fuel, like some of the other fellas did, just to make it. And I'm glad I didn't push the envelope because I would have ran out of gas and the whole race would have been screwed for me. So I came in and pit, and I don't know where I finished on that first stage. I'm not sure if I got a point or not. But man, the racing, it was awesome, man. I mean, nose to tail, passing the draft, side drafting. I mean, coming down to the end like that. Oh my goodness. I was pushing so hard. I thought I was going to push Larry into the wall. I mean, Gary into the wall. If I'd have known I had a little bit more room than that, I would have stayed beside him and side drafted him. But I thought he was going to brush the wall with me pushing up into him. So I backed off a little bit to the left. I wish I wouldn't have.
Well, I mean, you had to do what you had to do. You didn't feel comfortable, so hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, you had one. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You had one hell of a race out here tonight. You come into tonight 6th in the points. This is definitely gonna be a huge night in the point standings for you. Michael Yarrow wasn't here. You were only 2 points behind him. Brian Huntley Jr. finished 9th. So I don't know if you're going to be able to jump Huntley Jr. But I mean, you're looking good going into Sonoma next week. I mean that it's a road course, man. It's going to make it or break it for a lot of drivers. I think at this point for you, you just got to finish well. At Sonoma. Technically, I can't say you're locked into round, the next round because you don't have a win, but you just got to finish well in Sonoma. What's your mindset going from Pocono to a road course?
Well, I think the weekend of Christmas, I actually got a new set of foot pedals, racing pedals. So I used that. I actually used this car at Sonoma, and I did, I don't know, probably about 20 laps of practice on it, kind of get a feel for the track and to get a feel for these pedals. And I don't think I did too bad practicing. I'm looking forward to the race. All I got to do, like I said, just finish well, keep my nose clean, stay off the dirt, stay off the grass, just do what I do. Race the track. Don't race nobody, just race the track.
Exactly, and I road course racing is that, Kyle. I mean, you got to race the track. You don't need to worry about anybody else. And I've been there. I've been there before. So the Me Marie Designs. Hey, I gave Me Marie Designs a shout out here tonight. So check them out. That is Kyle's wife. That's her business. So hey, 13 finishing P2 here tonight, Kyle. Awesome job, bud. Final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yeah, give a shout out to the fans who watch. Pretty awesome. Have people sit back and relax and watch their relatives or friends, watch the race. Give a big shout out to my wife. She holds my household together. Big shout out to SRU Cup Series, Robert Donnell, the admin over here, and teammates. And give a big shout out to all my teammates. Big shout out to you.
I do appreciate it, man. We will see you next week at Sonoma, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Alrighty, well, that is going to bring us here tonight to P3. That is going to be the 77 of Mark Whitley here tonight, folks. Now, Mark, he just kind of backed off there toward the end. Now, Mark, awesome job, awesome finish. I am trying to get to your car here real quick. Had to rewind it. But, man, talk about the racing out here tonight, buddy.
It was pretty good, caution free other than the stage. We just didn't have anything on the long run. I didn't really back off on purpose at the end. That's just tires went to shit and didn't have nothing else for them. And my bad. Yeah, it's just short run, medium run, we were good. Long run, we were dog food, I guess you could say. Needed a caution at the end to have any kind of chance. I was just, at the end there, I was just kind of riding because I couldn't do anything and figured, top three is good, but not really the point of why we entered the race. But it's it for being as bad as we were on the long run, I'll take third place.
So the long run for you was the worst.
Yeah, I just kind of jumped in here last minute to race. I didn't get any practice, so I should have probably tried to do a couple long runs. I just killed the right front. The right front was gone after about, I don't know, 15 laps or so, and just wasn't turn getting in and through the center. And it was just, if I tried to get back to the gas, it'd just plow off the corner. I about knocked the fence down a couple times coming off of one and coming off four, I think one time too. So it's just I didn't have any practice and just I was overdriving it a little bit, just trying to get up there and stay up front and try to win the race, and tried to take it a little bit easier second half of the race, following Gary around. But I think just the how aero dependent these cars are, it just got an aero push, and after that it just started wearing the right front. And I tried to get up there and battle when they got side by side, but the car just it couldn't do it. It didn't have anything left in the tank, and they eventually just pulled away from me. And I was just kind of a spectator like the rest of us, just watching them battle it out. That was an awesome battle from my perspective. Hats off to both of them. I'm not going to lie, I was hoping they were both going to wad it up coming off four and just give me the win. But it's always good to see side by side finish like that.
Oh
But,
yeah, oh yeah.
hats off to them. I know they're in the playoffs, so they're in a great playoff battle. So should be interesting to watch for them next coming weeks. And yeah, that's about all I got.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be here next week or not. I mean, hopefully we see the 77 Harpoon Design Racing Machine alongside Angry Duck, because there's two sponsors there. We got Sonoma, road course racing, and I road courses, man, they are extremely rough. They are a make it or break it for drivers, and with this one being the final race of round one, it's going to be make it or break it for a lot of these drivers. How do you feel about Sonoma, and how well do you know it?
Yeah, Sonoma, it's I call it's a pretty technical track, especially compared to something like Watkins Glen. Sonoma, I mean, if you miss a corner, there's really no runoff area anywhere. You miss a corner, you're gonna be in the dirt, and then you're gonna either spin out or you're just gonna lose a whole lot of time. So I think anybody in the playoffs, running Sonoma, your number one thing, you're not thinking about a top 5 or top 10. You're just thinking of staying on the racetrack the whole night. If you can do that, you'll be up front just by default, because road course, I don't think they're doing cautions even for stages. So
Oh no,
even if somebody's
they will throw the caution for the stage.
well, that's an interesting development. But either way, I mean, you got to think. I mean, even if somebody's a second a lap faster, I mean, road course races, there's not that many laps in a race. So even if somebody's a second a lap faster, if they go off the track and they lose 10 seconds because they went off the track, I mean, that's 10 laps they have to make it up. So I think just the main key for everybody is just stay smooth and stay on the track and stay consistent. Do that, you'll be in a good finish. And if you run up, if you got the speed, just don't make any mistakes, and you might get a chance to win the race. A very technical racetrack, especially with this next gen car, likes to lock the tires up, especially getting into turn 12. I think the little Martinsville paperclip corner.
Yeah.
Getting in, you lock the brakes up there, you're gonna be in the tire barrier and you're gonna be stuck. So it's just about just being smooth and staying on the track.
Turn 12, I believe, is the last turn coming to the front stretch, I guess, if you want to call it.
Yeah, that little reverse Martinsville corner.
Yeah, the little the sharp hairpin. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Are you going to be able to make it, or?
I really do like road courses. I didn't realize that was an extra race, so I might try to pop in here. We'll see what my schedule is looking like next week. We'll find out. I would love to run it. Road courses, they're like one of my specialties, I think. So we'll see. No promises, but maybe.
No promises, but maybe. But there's the 77 Harpoon Design Racing Angry Duck Machine of Mark Whitley, P3 here tonight, man. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
Yeah, just big shout out Bradley and Harpoon Design. Putting together this paint scheme. He's been swamped with work lately, which is always good for him. So if you want to swamp him some more, get some more work for him. Harpoondesign.com. He's also got a bunch of stuff on Trade and Paint if you want to check him out up there. Shop Angry Duck. They have, I think, I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I know for most of today they had a sale going on, 23% off the entire store for the new year. So check them out, shopangryduck.com. Get some apparel if you want to, check it out. Like I said, I don't know when it ends, but I know it's for at least today. They're doing the everything on the store 23% off. So go check it out at shopangryduck.com. And shout out for Robbie and the admins putting on this great league. I know he's been taking it over this season, done a pretty good job. And I haven't been full time, but it's from what I've seen, everything's going pretty smoothly for him. So I'm glad to still be here, being able to run every now and then.
Oh yeah, glad to have you as always. And you're probably, and I said it earlier, man. You're an awesome driver. iRacing. You know these tracks, and it seems like it doesn't matter where we're at with SRU. At some point, you're going to be there, either up front or near the front. You should go pro.
That's what Dave keeps trying to tell me. I don't know. That's I don't know if I got enough time for that. That's like a full-time job trying that stuff, but I appreciate the compliments.
Yeah, awesome job, man. Well, go celebrate, man. We hope to see you next week, bud.
All right, take it easy.
Take it easy, man. All right, well, that is the top three here tonight. Gary Slapinski with the win, Kyle Heath a P2, and Mark Whitley P3. We have got the results here. Of course, Gary with the win there, Kyle in P2, and like I said, Mark Whitley P3. Isaiah grabbing a top 5 finish in 4th here tonight. Isaiah Sutherland. Brad Delf in 5th. Chris Paff in 6th. Kevin Roy 7th. Awesome run there by Kevin. Jason Adams in 8th. Ron Huntley Jr. 9th, and Robbie Darnell will grab the top 10 spot in 10th. Matthew Hunsaker in 11th, Clifton Ashley in 12th, Jeff Gilmore 13th, Jim Cohensberger 14th, Philip Bridgman 15th, Brandon Hartwell 16th, Robert Chaswick in 17th, grabbing the top 20 there. Awesome run by Robert. John Henderson in 18th. Awesome run by him, too. Larry Blair 19th. And Paul Buzz Cohen and Byron Bartlett did not start here tonight. But our winner here tonight for round number 2 goes to Gary Slapinski. Of course, we got Sonoma next week, folks. The final race of round number 2. You don't want to miss it. 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central, right here on MaxspeedTV. Until then, thank you all, stay safe, and have a good night.